Ladies and gents. Yeah, so this game is pretty much over. How we doing? How we doing? So yeah, we ended up starting this early. Carolina just scored. What's up? So it's 5-2, 3.5 left here. Carolina scored. Carolina will probably go empty net here in just a moment. What's up, everybody? It's been a hot minute since I've been here, but here I am. I showed up regardless. I didn't want to. I'll be honest with you, a couple times there, saw them the score, and wasn't feeling too good about that. But here we are. So, not looking good here for Carolina in game one. How we doing, everybody? Canes versus Panthers. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm back on the sports channel here. It's been a hot minute. But I figured I'd hop in here and talk with y'all for a little bit. If anybody's here, 3 minutes left. So, what's up, Courtney, Bob, Roy, Test, Tim? How we doing? And make sure y'all tap on that screen. It'll leave the tap on that screen enough. I think it'll have the pop-ups there. But yeah. What's up? How we doing? TikTok, what's up? We're on Twitch and YouTube, so everybody here, welcome in here. Gonna watch a little bit of this game and then kind of talk about the game in general. What's up, Mark? How we doing? Addy, Teddy, Mighty, Matthew. Welcome. Been a hot minute since you guys have seen me for sure. I was supposed to be live for the draft, but my computer messed up right before the thing. So we're here now. We're talking and stuff. What's up, Ray? Bones, Danny, how we doing? Welcome. Arizona Angel, what is up? Donald, how we doing? We got a Cane. I'm a Canes fan, but not a good one here. What's up, Brent? Legit. But yeah. How we doing, everybody? Welcome in here. 5-2 right now. Florida up by a lot. Yeah, Carolina finally gets a goal back on that, but just not looking good at all for Carolina. What's up, Jalen? Thank you for the likes. How are you? Welcome. Butch, Carter, welcome. Everybody, glad to have you here. Carter with the likes. What's up? My fellow Caniacs, if you're out there. This is a tough one for us. Hope y'all are doing well. It's a long series, but definitely not a good one here. Definitely not a good start of the series there. You're a Caniac. As I am. Welcome. How we doing tonight? Where's everybody watching from? Let me know that too. Vardo, what's up? Carl, Mark. Welcome. Yeah, this is a tough one. Patty, Art, Matthew, welcome, Michael. Yeah, hoping Carolina can do something here. It's 5-on-3. They're down. They have an empty net now. So Carolina got 6 skaters, empty net, 5-2, 2:50 left here. So we'll see if anything can happen here. And now Florida's got it. Middle up the ice. They're trying to just send it forward. They do. Carolina will get possession, but 2:38 left. Not a lot of hope here for Carolina. Let me move these down just a tad. Gonna move these down. Carolina with it, trying to pass it around. And looking around, back and forth. Slaving with it. Goss is Baird, Walker. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here. Carolina down by 3 goals. It's going to take a miracle. Shot there, goes wide. Blake tried to get to it. Couldn't get to it. Sent forward here. Florida going to send it forward as well. They have control mid-ice. They're going to send it down there. Blocked by Carolina. Svechnikov got it. Pass in the ice now with Jarvie. Jarvie going to lose it. Ekblad at it. Send it back towards the net, but not able to get there. Carolina's going to try to forecheck it in here and get a change. Jarvie's got it. Poked away. Svech has it now. Carolina trying to do something here. Minute 37 left. Can they get another goal to make it interesting? No, it goes wide. Bobrovsky sends it wide. Slavin with it, sends it forward. Still loose. Loose in the corner here. What's up, J-Cap? How we doing? Kokanyemi sends it wide. Not good for Carolina at all. Sent forward, it goes wide once again. Walker goes back, the shot. And it's going to be Bobrovsky with the save. Taylor Hall coming in here trying to pass forward. It's going to be deflected. Nothing there. Any Caniacs in the chat right now? Any Caniacs there in the chat? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in here. Hope y'all are doing well. Any Carolina fans in the chat? I'm a Caniac myself. A minute left here. Hey, what's up, Lindsay? How you doing? Yeah, I've had computer problems, but luckily we're back. Luckily we are back. It's been tough, but I built a computer and we're good now. 36 seconds left. Florida's just trying to freeze it down inside the corner. They're going to send it back. Burns has it. Burns to Slavin. Slavin sends it very wide, and it goes into the netting. How to play. But welcome, everybody. Talking about the game here, Florida Panthers taking on Carolina Hurricanes, 5-2. 27 seconds left, and Florida will take a 1-0 lead. What's up, Real? 3MD. Yeah, Cats get this one. Cats going to get this one on top. It's a good win for them on the road, especially coming off just Game 7 just a couple days ago. So, good for the Cats. I pulled for the Panthers, but not that Panthers. But, yeah, so Florida's going to take Game 1. Goss's Bear sends it forward. Oh, it's blocked. And a shot there. 2, 3 shots. It's still loose. And Bobrovsky able to ice that down. That was close, though. Welcome, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok or Twitch, make sure you follow. D-Train, thank you for the likes. What's up? Welcome, welcome. And if there's any Caniacs, make sure that you are making yourself known because you're in a safe place. Yo, what's up, D-Train? How you doing? We're doing fantasy football. We might be, D. We might be. Florida in 5. Maybe. Take it a game at a time. I hope Carolina can just get back in the next one. I try to tie the series 1-1. Doing good, you? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. You got to take it a game at a time. Florida's looking good, though. Florida is, though. Doing good, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Doing this. Thanks for the likes, y'all, as well. Appreciate that. My Panthers got a bright future. Bryce keeps taking. Yeah, I think that it'll be interesting to see if he can do something there in the future. I really like Bryce a lot. I'm excited for the future of Bryce Young, too. But we'll just have to see how that goes. A lot of extra pushing and shoving here in this one tonight. That is the final 5-2 there. As a Stars fan, you're scared of the Oilers team. No, I get it, 100%. I got a friend; he's a Stars fan as well. But the Oilers are going to be tough to play for the Stars. That's a pretty tough matchup. Rantanen being there for the Stars is huge for them. But they just have so many great players there. And you also pull for the Hurricanes, just not these Hurricanes. All about the U. Fair enough. Hey, look, we got something in common there, Real. We got something in common there for sure. We both pull for teams that, not that exactly. Think the Panthers will go back-to-back? They might. They might. They had a good game today. The puck was going their way tonight. Carolina couldn't get the puck to go their way at the start of the game, I will say. Carolina had some good moments, I will say. But it did not end up in a way that was not, it didn't fall the way. Looking at the deserve to win a meter by Money Puck, the deserve to win a meter, it says that Carolina wins 66.1% of the time, which, Coffee King, thank you for the follow there, which, that's just kind of, that's what Carolina gets with the high shots, dangerous percentages and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this was one of those 33% for me, Canes fan. That didn't work. Expected goals for this one, we'll look at that real quick. The expected goals was 3.65 for Carolina to 2.2 for Florida. So that's rounding. That'd be like 2-4 Carolina, but obviously 5-2 Florida. It's unfortunate for Carolina. They played not the worst, I would say, but they just couldn't get stuff going when they needed to. Yeah, that was not a good one for Carolina at all, though. What teams do you think will make it to the finals, and which one are you rooting for, if any? Well, I'm a Carolina Hurricanes fan, so I'm pulling for the Canes 100%. That's my team. But I think, I don't know, the Oilers versus the Stars. I think the Stars are, in my opinion, the favorite. I feel like the Stars are the favorite to win it all. I just think that they have so much. The experience of Florida is definitely going to carry them far. But I just feel like there are so many great players on the Stars anyway. And then you added Mikko Rantanen into that. Heiskanen coming back for them as well. Like, I think there's so much potential with the Dallas Stars. And that is like, if I were to place a bet, that's where my money would go. I feel like they have so many great players. And Ottinger has just been absolutely amazing. So we'll have to see what the rest of that. You like the Canes too, but I feel like the Panthers are inevitably going to win, sadly. No, I get that. I mean, there was that kind of like history repeating itself, as well as like that the haunting of the past kind of thing. So like it's gonna be tough, and if we end up making it, they're gonna. I mean, maybe, right? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like the goaltending is better on the East side. You know, Bobrovsky and Anderson. I feel like those are better goalies than compared to the other side. I mean, Ottinger is good. I'm not gonna say anything bad against Ottinger, you know, but I just that's how I feel overall. I mean, Pickard has not been too bad, but what's up, Alex? How we doing? Tough day for the Canes. Tough day for the Canes. I'm a big Canes fan as well, so trust me. This is a safe place for the Canes fans. If you are a Caniac, you're in the right spot because, man, what a tough day. What a tough day to be a Canes fan. So, yeah, 1-0. It down, but Alex, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I was just looking at this just a second ago here. Let's see if I can bring this up in some way to show y'all. I don't know if this is going to do this or not. All right, hold on. Let me check this. Okay. Let me try to figure this out. Here's the deserve to win ometer or whatever. This is how you can see like stuff like that. Or the cheats. It just, I mean, it was. I mean, Carolina had the shot volume. They had the shot volume. They just could not capitalize any way possible. They had good chances. It felt like everything happened that could go Florida's way. Like, let's go back to the first period. Let's just go back to the first period and think about that. The penalty on Sebastian Aho, right? The penalty on Sebastian Aho that was called after he just got cross-checked in the back. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think... Look, if you want to call that a penalty, that's fine. If you want to call that against Aho, that's fine. But you got to call that cross-check as well. I think it should have been at least 1-for-1 or neither, in my opinion. I think it should have been either 1-for-1, both guys get a penalty or not. And Florida scores on the power play. Of course, our PK should have done better in that situation, but just saying that one. Also, the next goal that we gave up was off of Jordan Stahl with a terrible handling of the puck and giving it up. And I'll be honest with you, I love Jordan Stahl. And I love, hold on, I got to change something here. I just realized something says completely different here. Means right. So, like, the thing that was just like so frustrating for me personally was that Jordan Stahl, Dmitry Orlov, Brent Burns, these guys are fantastic guys. They've had great careers. But we have continuously had some of our older players cost us and give up pucks in terrible situations. Dmitry Orlov has done things that have given us up or a short-handed or offensive zone situations for the opposing team. We've seen it throughout the whole playoffs. They've had their great moments, of course, because they're great players. But at the same time, they have continued to make mistakes that have really cost us. But I'm looking at money puck and stuff like that right now. As you can see here, that had to go away. All the different. There's all the shots. I was looking at the expected goals right here. You can see that. That was kind of the expected. 3.65 there. 2.2. But yeah, I really felt like that was the case. I feel like Carolina was in the game. And I mean, the goals show that. But those first couple goals, really bad with the penalty. That's 2 goals right there at the start. And then we're able to get the 1 goal back off the deflection of we're able to get the 1 goal back there for the deflection on Sebastian Aho's skate. But still, unfortunate, just not something that carried on. Or, you know. What's up, David? Welcome in here. Cats get the dub today, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the Canes can get something. I desperately need them. I need the Canes to win the next one. Pretty much, we need to get over that hump. This is 13 losses in a row that Carolina has had in the Eastern Conference Final. We need it bad. I think that's a lot of the sentiment for a lot of people, not necessarily just for not to win the series. I mean, we want to win the series, of course, but like if you really want to make the Canes fans happy, let's make sure that we just win a game. Hoping for a Canes Stars final, bro, would totally be better than another match. Yeah, I agree. I would love to see the Canes versus the Stars. I think there's a lot of storylines that would work there. And I mean, personally, I'm a Canes fan, so I'd love that. And then to face the Stars, I mean, like that would be interesting as well. I've always kind of, I don't mind the Stars. I mean, Mikko Rantanen there and everything, the whole situation with Carolina definitely makes me not want him to win, but it will be an interesting final. But yeah, I don't know. Edmonton will be interesting. Florida getting back would be tough as well. I mean, that's going to be 3 straight years that they'd be in the Stanley Cup final. But and it just goes to show. It just goes to show, though, that like it really doesn't matter what seed they are. If they get there, it's different. Canes Stars or Canes Edmonton. I get that. Yeah, I mean, I would love that too. I mean, if the Canes were to make it, I mean, it's going to take a lot for them to do that. But if the Canes were to make it, right, then things are going to have to drastically change. Things are going to absolutely drastically change. Because, yeah, 06, the Canes face Edmonton. And, it'd be a rematch there or the game against the Stars, No matter who moves on, I just need Florida to lose. Fair enough, Aubrey. Fair enough. Yeah, I get it. It's going to be tough either way. I mean, it's really going to be hard. It's going to be hard for either team. In this series, I don't know. It does worry me. It does worry me overall. What about the NHL? Because the problem is what it is with the real hurricane. I mean, North Carolina does too. I mean, Florida just sticks out, They're sticking out. But yeah, no, I mean, it's tough though. It's tough, and I'm looking right now on everything going on here. I'm looking on Twitter to see what's on here. See what's going on. It's I don't know. It's a lot though. But what's up, JD? Welcome in here. How are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, tough day to be a Canes fan. Desperate for the Stars, Stanley Cup. Not gonna lie. No, I get it. I know it's been a long time, right? It's been a long time for them, but in the locker room hurt. Oh yeah, yeah. That last game. Yeah, can you been? Yeah, but I do think, like I said, I think they have a good chance as well. I mean, Haskinen coming back. We'll just have to see. And I like Wyatt Johnson a lot as well. I think he's going to be a great player for a long time. So I know soccer and football. Yeah, a little bit. You can ask me. You ask me. I know a lot about sports. I'll try to do the best I can. But yeah, I usually talk American football, and the NFL mostly. But you remember you got banned for showing a Canes game on live back in 2024? Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you know me. I never show like the lives, like the actual game or anything like that. Who do you think will win the Champions League final, PSG or Inter? I think PSG could. Inter though could surprise. I mean, I know they knocked out Barca. Um, in which I'll be honest with you, the fact that Barcelona is not in that final after they got the easiest side of the bracket that I have ever seen, it's just wild, absolutely wild. Yeah, it was a tough day, Pat. But girl, what's up? I've seen some guys show the source. Oh, I mean that's different, right? It was a tough one. It was a tough game today. Not a fun one. Sitting there in just desperation. It doesn't help that when you look at the like everything else, Carolina definitely had like the deserve to win category. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing. Like you can show the game if you're there. You're like your own broadcasting company at that time. But yeah, I guess like redistributed with the commentary and the logos and stuff like that. It's a little bit different. Yeah, tough day for the Canes. Safe space. You need a safe space. Yeah, definitely. After that game, it was a tough one. Absolute tough one here for the Canes. Canes get a tough one there. It's all jokes, but yeah, it was not a good game for them. Rats are here, but he wasn't. The player that looked like a rat got a misconduct, got sent out. I'll tell you that much. But yep. But yeah, no, it was a bit of it was a crazy day. Unfortunate for the Canes though. They need to bounce back in game two. Hopefully they can. It is tough. Hmm. But yeah, no, Carolina did not get to their game today. They didn't have a couple things go their ways. A lot of missed calls against Florida in the first period and the first half of the second. Um, but overall, they definitely open for the Canes and Stars to meet in the finals. So good luck to them. Yeah, good luck to them. We'll see. Tomorrow we got one. What is your match prediction for the Europa League final tomorrow? That is what is it? Tottenham and Man U, right? Tottenham and Man U are playing tomorrow. Is that what that is? They're playing for the Europa League. Yo, Brielle, what's up? How you doing? Long time. Okay, it's Tottenham and United. I don't know. I seen this counter thing online where people were talking. They were like, "Oh, it's been this long since Tottenham has actually won a trophy, an All English final." Right. Um, I don't know. Part of me feels like Man U might get it, but Tottenham could. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how each team's done this year, so I wouldn't know. But how you been, Briella? By the way, and look at me finally being back after my computer and a crazy semester. But you're gonna say 3-2 United win. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun one to get to watch though. It's an interesting one. And thanks for the likes, Briella and Net. Thank you. United 16th in the Premier League and Tottenham 17th, both close to relegation. That is actually wild. That is, I could not imagine either one of them really getting relegated. Are they good? Like, I know that like being close and like actually it's possible can be two different things because like you could be low and still be like 12 points up, right? Because somebody's just poorly playing. But yeah, I on Twitter or YouTube, or not Twitter, Twitch or YouTube, you can see I've got a bottom scroll that shows all the scores of the different games and stuff like that as well. So Tottenham can't get relegated though. They're like a lot of points ahead of 18th. Okay, so United and Tottenham are fine. It's just that it unfortunately looked like a little bit of a rough situation there, huh? Not doing too hot. But yeah, the game two against for Carolina and Florida going to be on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You think what I think about Barcelona dominance over Real Madrid this season? I think that Real Madrid have kind of ran their course with Carlo Ancelotti. I think it's time for them to move on. I think Gabi Alonso potentially be their new coach. It's just kind of tough there. They might need a shake up. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Equal vote. You like the Panthers? Oh well. I'm not a Panthers fan, but I am for the Carolina Panthers. But Xavi, is it like Xavi, Xavi Alonso? Gotcha. Xavi Alonso. Okay. But yeah, Gaines not getting it done tonight. Unfortunate. But it's always the next one, right? Lonzo will transform Real Madrid with those transfers and tactics. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's a very tactical genius. He's done great with other teams because, like, he's been in Germany, right? Uh, he's been coached in Germany. He's won a lot of hardware, but now he's had a team that has unlimited resources, a lot of history, pedigree, the ability to transfer players just on name alone. I think that this could be a match made in heaven that could really, I think it could be a Zinedine Zidane era-esque moment, if you know what I'm saying, for Real Madrid, which it feels like a new era. So I feel like Barcelona did great this year to step forward, but I think that this is going to be great for the future as well, too. Look, might have competition in the Clasico. Yeah, true. I do think that La Liga is one of the. I think La Liga is better than at the top. I feel like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico are like. I don't know. I feel like you could put them in anywhere in Europe and they could win at any time. I know Real Madrid struggled against Arsenal, but transition period, but definitely keep up with it. But yeah, if y'all are new here, or if you're an NFL fan or anything like that, make sure you follow because I do a lot of different sports. I've done soccer, football, we've done baseball, hockey, stuff like that as well. Yeah, Rice lost because of him. Yeah, Rice had unreal. Like he had two set piece goals, were absolutely unreal. I pull for Real Madrid. I've got a Real Madrid kit. It's in the other room, but I've got a Real Madrid's been my team for a while. For that, I've I remember. So yeah, Panthers get the first one there, Leo. They get it. Hey, where you been? Super Bowl last time I seen you. Yeah. So it's been a hot minute. So pretty much, a lot of a series of unfortunate events happened for me personally. So I had well, my semester started and I was swamped with work. I couldn't do anything. And then I had my computer go out. I had to build a completely new computer, by the way, completely new. And then after that got fixed, I literally built this computer maybe a week or two ago. And it's been I love this thing. It's the first computer I built by myself and I'm so proud of it. But it's really nice. And Leo, thank you for the follow, by the way. But yeah, it's so that's been a lot of the reason there, Barry. But how you been? Long time no chat. I should be back more. Also, I'm just gonna say this and throw this out there for anybody who is a gamer or likes gaming. I do have this gaming account right here. If you want to follow that one, I've been streaming on there lately. A lot of repo. What team do you support in hockey? I'm a Carolina Hurricanes fan. I'm a Hurricanes fan. So, yeah, tough day for me. Tough day for me. Yeah, I'm a Hurricanes fan, and not a great game for us overall. There was some stuff that didn't go our way for the first. Let me know if you ever want to sell your old GPU. I do. My old 3070. I actually am thinking about selling it. Panthers fan. I didn't. No, you're good, Leo. Hey, you're good. You're good. I am a Panther. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. You're a Devils fan, but you like Bob. I get it. Bob Broski's not bad. Look, I jokingly so to be 100% honest with you, I could take the heat. I literally been streaming for a long time. I've been if you're coming here to just honestly, if you're coming here to shit talk me, that's fine. I don't mind. I can handle it. But no, it's totally fine. Bobrovsky's good too, though. But yeah, no, I'm a Canes fan. Pretty much though. But yeah, no, open to anything though. You might consider it, to be honest, when you get your job, of course. Yeah. If I still have it, I'll let you. If I still have it, just let me know. Pat and Buddy Girl and we'll see if we can figure it out. Because I don't know, I might sell everything together, but I'm not sure though. What are my thoughts on Trent and Dean transfer to Real Madrid? I think it's great. Trent's going to be a great add to them, and I think Dean could be too. So it'll be fun to see. I'm excited to see how Real Madrid do next year. At the end of that third period, you guys were cooking. Yeah, I honestly feel like if you go from the second half of the second period onwards, I feel like Carolina did great. I feel like they did okay. I feel like they were way too aggressive in the first period and had a couple of calls against them, and I think that kind of upset them. Uncle Frankie coming in with the gifts. How you doing, Uncle Frankie? Welcome, welcome. I feel like so the call on Sebastian Aho where he got cross-checked and then he retaliated, and they penalized just Sebastian, which led to a goal for Florida. I feel like, number one, that was a terrible situation for Carolina, and it put them in a bad spot. Then the second goal was off the Jordan stall. Terrible handling of the puck that just led to them having basically a point-blank shot that was perfect. Just unfortunate things that happened to Carolina set them back. Finally, a safe place to let out some steam. Go right ahead, Dom. Welcome. But thanks so much for the gift there, Uncle Frankie there. Dean and Rawl. Oh, Cincio. It will be crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see that for sure. Why the heck was Morrow in rather than Nikishin? So I think that they did Morrow over Nikishin because I think last game with Nikishin, he was really struggling to find his place and get up to game speed. And I think that they went with the guy that has been a part of the team. However, Morrow had a terrible night. And I even made a tweet at one point. I said, like, I think that a lost Nikishin is better than the Morrow that we've seen tonight. But I haven't seen you in a year. Yeah, well, welcome back. I haven't officially streamed since the AFC and NFC Conference Championships and had a long stream since then. But we're back for good now. Emil, can you stream Club World Cup games this summer? I might do that. I'll have to see what the schedule's looking like because I am taking some summer classes as well. But I'll do the best I can. You stuck at the Canes at 6, even though I like the Panthers more. I mean, Carolina desperately. We'll see. It's all about response. If Carolina can win their next game, and if they can, like, all Carolina has to do, win their next game at home, and then try to take one of the next two in Florida. It resets the series, and then it's basically still home ice advantage for Carolina. That's the problem now. Now it's even. Now it's even, right? So Carolina still needs to still won, but 0-13 in recent. Yeah. Last time they won was the 06, right? So they can never handle these conference, and they've been swept their past 3. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I need that streak to end. At the very least, I need Carolina not to get swept. That's the very least, bare minimum. We need to get that win so it feels like the curse is lifted and they'll stop talking about it because we don't want to hear that, right? But it's just frustrating. Like I said, I feel like Carolina played well overall. I do feel like Carolina outplayed Florida. Just unfortunately, they made mistakes that Florida lethally capitalized on, and that's where it's at right now. It's better than being a Devils fan. We don't go to DC. Yeah, I get that. But to be fair to anybody who is a Carolina Hurricanes fan, we came into this season thinking it was either going to be a retool, rebuild year, which is the case. We lost like 50% of our starters from last year, and it also if you include like Natchez and Drury being gone now for this Real Madrid season. Yeah, it was tough to be a Real Madrid fan this past year. I don't want to see Morrow tomorrow or the day after that. No, I got you, Josh. I want Chatfield back in. If Chatfield is healthy, he's got to go back in. But if he's not able to play, I think we got to risk it going Nikishin. I also think Nikishin could really help with the physicality that Florida does. I feel like that is something he can do. He's a big body. And, I mean, the man is unreal. And, like, I think he could really be a game changer. And once he gets into the rotation for Carolina in the next season, it's going to be great. Too sloppy, too much time off. That is a problem too. Yeah, see, that's the thing is like I had mixed feelings about having all that time off because it's like it's a good rest for Freddie because I don't know if we can trust Kochetkov because in the 1.5 game that he was in, he allowed like 5 goals, and that's it's really tough on that. So you're a Madrid fan, Devils fan, a Giants fan, nothing's coming my way. Yeah, well, Real Madrid will be back to greatness. Jordan. Sheffield isn't talked about enough. His speed is game changing and stopping breakaways 100%. And see, that's the thing is like, I think a defender that's talked about a lot can be a problem, right? But Chatfield not being talked about, I think that speaks to how good he really is. Like he's going under the radar because like the only time you really talk about defenders is it's when they make a mistake. It makes me think of like an offensive line in like NFL. And Dom, thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that. Thank you. What about Mylk FC? Hey, we got to bring Mylk FC, right? But yeah, no, Real Madrid will change. I can't guarantee the Giants or the Devils will. Devils might improve, though. Panthers in 5, maybe so. I would love to see Carolina get a game, but I don't know. We'll see how Carolina responds because I genuinely do feel like Carolina played pretty decent tonight. Just could not score. You need to go back to Chatmandu on Thursday. I mean, I would love to get back to Chatfield if he's healthy. But like I said, if Morrow is the only, if Morrow's healthy, if Chatfield can't go, we got to go Nikishin. I think you risk it. Frank the Tank is going wild right now. What's he going wild about? We always play like too much time off. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, it may have, I don't know. Maybe it would have benefited us to, no, I don't know. To win it in 6, get an extra, I don't know. But I wanted Freddie to have that time off because he kind of needs it, but it's tough. I think he dusted off the ice. Yeah, it was not a good game for Carolina. I swear they didn't play bad, though. I still stand by that. What is Flick feeding Barcelona this season? I don't know. They're eating their green beans and potatoes. They're doing what they need to do because they've performed well there. Mets lost. He predicted it. Oh, yeah. Another sweep coming? I hope not. I need Carolina to bounce back game 2, but overall, getting to round 3 when everyone told us we're going to make it to play. I mean, yeah. And go look. That's another thing. Exactly, Wells. Like, Carolina, of course, we're not to the offseason and stuff like that, but, like, looking forward, of course, I'm not giving up on this year completely yet. But, like, looking forward, the amount of money that Carolina is going to be able to spend. And, honestly, Tulsky has been absolutely amazing. I think that Tulsky has an ability to build a team. I think he's really good about it. And I think that could really help out Carolina. But we'll see. The Kings played very well the first period and the beginning of the second. Yeah. Feel bad for Freddie. His His stats were near perfect, but Freddie's strong offense and our poor defense. Yeah. Yeah. Carolina couldn't get to their game much tonight until, like I said, like the back half of the game. So that was unfortunate. But what can you do? You must see Bob in your nightmares. Not really. Not really. If you must not experience Canes hockey. If you think that Carolina's used to playing goalies and them not getting a lot of saves, I have seen Carolina make mid goalies look good. I have made them see great. I've seen them play great goalies and make them look like they're the greatest of all time. Because Carolina puts a lot of shots. They have high volume shots, but they just don't score. That is the problem that Carolina does. And so that's a big problem there. You think the Canes get game 2? They have to. I mean, they have to. If they want to stay in this series, Carolina has to win game 2. Carolina's got to win game 2 if they want to get back into this. You think Mbappe deserved the Ballon d'Or? I don't know about. He's had a great year, right? Can they get nubbed at this belt? We'll see, Jay. We'll see. You better make sure you follow and come back for the next one, if so. Because look, my plan is if these go well, I'll come back every night after every game to do these. How did the Panthers look? I mean, the Panthers looked great when they needed to. They got the goal and stuff like that. See, as a Canes fan, Florida was the better team, and then I wasn't hyped tonight. Yeah, well, unfortunately for Carolina, it wasn't. They weren't able to get going. They tried to play like Florida, and I think that was a big problem for Carolina. Mbappe is unreal. Pyotr Kochetkov, my man. We can't play defense to save our life. Slavin and Burns are the only ones who are consistent. No, 100%. I know, and it's pretty bad because like I was talking about earlier is like I've had a lot of problems with talking about go Leafs go. What's up, David? Welcome. Next year, 2026 is the year, David. I'm telling you. I was saying that like we have a lot of old heads in Carolina that like I would love to move on from. Like Dmitry Orlov, like Brent Burns, and honestly Jordan Stahl. But the problem is like Brent Burns does have decent games, and I'm not even gonna lie. He had some terrible moments against New Jersey, and he had a couple against Washington, but he was overall decent. But we need Nikishin to get up to game speed, and we need to get some more defenders, I think. Chatfield has been underrated, but he's out. Slavin is an unreal. He's elite. You know, should be a Norris Trophy winner every single year. But unfortunately, you got to feel bad for the Leafs. I do. I do feel bad for the Leafs. I really thought this was their year. I predicted the Leafs to make it. I mean, I really did. I picked the Leafs to go to the finals. Didn't work. You think the Devils are going to get Quinn Hughes? I think it makes the most sense. Just because he wants to play with his brothers. Unless somebody can just have an unreal deal that also confirms an extension, then there's no way that he won't, right? Yeah, I thought we should have played Nikishin over Morrow. I agree. I wasn't upset with the pick originally, having Nick Morrow in, because he's been with the team. He understands the team. You know, he's had some good moments. But I would say that the big problem was Nikishin brings that physicality that I think that could really have helped out against Florida. And who knows, maybe we get him if Chatfield's not able to go. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. But let's see if the Devils play this offseason. Right, I know they have the Quinn, they be a powerhouse. Yeah, I mean the Quinn brothers if they do get them. And Pyotr Kochetkov, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. By the way, I'm tired. I just want to say this to anybody. I am tired, and Canes fans will probably understand this. If I have to hear Kenny Albert and Eddie Olczyk on the call again, I'm going to go insane. Eddie Olczyk is the biggest Canes hater out there. And Kenny Albert can't pronounce anybody's name correct half the time. I mean, he can get like Jacob Slavin, right? Or a John Smith. But Kokanyami and Martinuk, it's not Martinuk. It drives me. He says Martinuk every single time. Sorry for your loss. Okay. It's all right. It was an unfortunate day, but series ain't over yet. But if Carolina doesn't win the next one, I'm afraid it might be done and dusted. If Carolina can't win on Thursday, I think we might get swept. Martin Nuke drives me off the wall, right? It's just crazy. Steph, thank you for the follow there. The Canes will bounce back. I need them to. Go Carolina. Appreciate that. The creation. Welcome in here. But yeah, also if y'all are NFL fans, make sure you follow because I talk and do a lot of different sports and would love to have you guys back here. But yeah, it was a tough day to be a Canes fan. But I love my team, always there. But it just wasn't today. 8-6-4, let's go. Cats sweep. If the Cats win the next one, it might be that way. Am I from the Carolinas? I am. Western North Carolina. Jeremy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in Western North Carolina. I got a Charlotte FC shirt on, by the way. I know that JD was asking if I like soccer. I didn't even think about saying that. I literally have a Charlotte FC shirt on right now. It's going to be a good series from a Cats fan. I hope so. I hope we can make it a series. If we could win 2 games at the very least, bro, I'd be happy, honestly. We came in knowing it was going to be a rebuild/retool year because we lost like 50% of our players of starters last year. But man, we need it. You're from Berg? Nice. Spartanburg, South Carolina, I'm assuming. Making sure. Yo, what's up, Austin? How you doing? You missed the NFL? Me too, JJ. Soccer huge down here. They sell out every game. They really do. They really do. As a Canes fan, we're done. We got lucky against Washington, and we're absolutely horrible. I don't necessarily agree with that, Chase. I think that Carolina even played decent tonight, second half of the game. Like I said, a lot of mistakes in the first half. Even though, like I said, there were some bad calls and non-calls against Carolina that were frustrating. And then after that, it just couldn't get back to it, though. I'm good, Riley. How about yourself? Thoughts on Svechnin Bob? Saw the same thing with Bennett and everyone complained. I mean, honestly, so like, I don't know. I get that, like, are we talking about like what Bennett did in the last series against the Leafs? Is that what we're talking about there? Or like tonight that happened? Nah, fam. You don't think so? Vito, you got the rats in here? We look so slow and not sharp today. Did some unlucky breaks, but we needed to play our game. 100%. That's why I said we never were able to get to that. You can tell me Fetch was worse or better than that's elbowed. No, I was just saying. I was just trying to see if that's what you were talking about necessarily. But no, what happened with what Fetch was doing? I mean, you know those extra parts of the game. I mean, both teams are going to do that. Honestly, it was the same thing, and everyone complained because it was Bennett. I mean, yeah, people don't. I mean, that's kind of like that, Bennett kind of style, like that, like we had to deal with like a Timo Meyer, like we had to deal with a Tom Wilson. That's kind of like their play style, pushing things to the limit, see what they can do. Sometimes they get called, and sometimes they don't. Svech is not typically that, but he tried to be that today. Leafs fans cried. I get it. I mean, I get it. They're a frustrated fan base as well. I mean, they are a very frustrated fan base as well. You didn't like the game misconduct that Marchand got, like Ghost shot the puck at him. Now, I'll say this about that. I 100% feel like he did shoot the puck at Marchand, but you know how hard it is to actually prove that? You know how hard it is to prove that he was the one, he was shooting the puck at him? And the thing is I think that's why the Gossesbear did it. Because, Marchand took a run at him 100%. And then someone else took a run at one point as well. But, yeah. Good thing. Hey, good luck to you, Bryce. I'll be here. I'll try to be here after every game. So if you want to come chat, feel free. You agree with me, Steph? See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's hard to prove that he was doing that. But, I don't know. This series could get dirty, though, for sure. Stahl was trash today. Yeah. I think it was the second goal he gave up himself I'll give you a follow. Appreciate it, Bryce. Appreciate it. Feel free to stop by anytime. And I'm here year round, different sports. So Ghost was the best player on the Canes tonight. Change my mind. No, I agree. 100%, Jeremy. I agree with that for sure. Ghost was probably the best player for Carolina tonight. I feel like Aho had a pretty decent night. But I just, other than that, I feel like our worst player was probably Morrow and Stahl. I feel like they had a competition to say like who could have the worst night. And that was the thing is like Morrow coming in, the goal was like just if you're gonna come in, like just don't make it bad, and he did. And like giving up the one penalty where he just threw the puck. He wasn't under a lot of pressure, and he just tried to flip the puck forward, and he just flipped it out, and then a power play that led to another Florida goal. Unfortunate. I don't know. I don't think it should have been a game misconduct. No, I get that. I get that. I get that 100%. I don't know what they're calling. The refs were kind of inconsistent with stuff. The puck handling and passes were not it for us tonight. Tough L, but we move on. Yes, for sure. Like I said, Carolina could do something. And how Carolina goes forward, it depends on how they respond in the next game. If Carolina can win on Thursday, I think we're good. See, the goals they scored weren't really even Anderson's fault. No, I know. I mean, I really don't blame Anderson for a lot, if any, of the goals tonight. Because, like, I'm trying to think back. They gave up at least 2 power play goals. I'm trying to think retrospectively. Because I'll be honest with you, I started setting up for the stream when it was 5-1. When it was 5-1, when that first goal went in, I turned my TV off and I was like, I'm gonna go start firing up the stream because I was going to be live tonight after the game. But at that point, I was like, it's over, and I'll watch the remainder of the game from the computer. And I did. I sat here for like the last 3 minutes, and I did see like the other goal. Was it Jarvis got the empty net goal or the empty net or empty? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think so. But it was a tough night though. The goals that were scored. But yeah, it was a tough night overall. Jeremy, thank you for the likes, by the way. Now, this was a long time ago, but another thing I don't agree with is Canes fans hating Meyer. Now, I'll tell you this. And I'll be honest with you, because he hurt the goalie, but so I'll tell you this much. I 100% I understand what you're saying. Fetch pushed him to the goal. Now, I don't think this Fetch pushed him into the goalie. I have watched that back a few times. Svetch barely, if he touches him, it's not much. It's not much. But the problem I have with that one in particular, it looked like Meyer was leaning into him. But I'll give the benefit of the doubt. If Freddie didn't get hurt on that, it would have been something the Canes fans probably forgot about in 5 minutes. They probably would have given up. But you know, Meyer is like that guy that'll go the extra mile, like we've talked about, like a Tom Wilson, like a Sam Bennett. They're gonna do that extra bit just to try to get in the head of the opponent. And while the players might stay composed, it may not necessarily work for the fans. Especially thinking about Florida is you can get the chances, and then Bobrovsky is just unreal. Yeah, he is unreal. He's a great one. But and Carolina is notorious for making really good goalies look like they're greatest of all time. We've had that problem. But I do feel like the goaltending that Carolina in the East that Carolina's played against in the past has been a lot tougher. From Bobrovsky, like Sorokin, Shesterkin, Markstrom has been unreal for the Devils. There's been a lot of times, stuff like that. Canes in chat, feel back 100%. If not, you got to go with Nikishin. If Carolina can slowly back down and focus on controlling the puck, the series is theirs. If they can, they need to focus on. They really do. If they can just get to their game, I think that we'll be fine. Dallas or Edmonton. I think it goes to 7 either way, but I got to go with Dallas. I feel like Dallas is just like more overall. I feel like Dallas is honestly at this point, The Stars are so loaded. It's like, how can they not win? That's how I feel like. Carolina not a physical team. They might get swept. Carolina is a physical team. I mean, they can meet anybody at that. They may not be as physical, but they can meet. And I mean, Carolina, for the second half of that game, I do feel like we're in control. They didn't score. They gave up some bad opportunities and penalties that led to power play goals and stuff. But overall, I feel like Carolina didn't play a bad game. But British Mafia, more fins, more wins. That's how it is, right? Panthers are going for straight up victory. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. They literally got outworked on every 50-50 puck battle. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't necessarily agree with that. How you been? I've been good, Terry. How have you been? Welcome. I would still earlier. What are your schedule for the live? What's your schedule in the live? You know how it is. Oh, by the way, Red Hat, thank you for the follow there. But I'll be live Thursdays, Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night, always. Don't worry. Go Cats, go. What's up? Welcome. All right, I'm go to sleep. Love you live. Thank you, Leo. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and the follow and hanging out. Go Panthers, but love your lives. No, you're good. You're good. Glad to have you in here. Yeah, I'll be live for the regular NFL stuff when it comes out and stuff as well. And then like the special games, like I think we have a Friday night game in the first week, right? That's fine too. Of course, don't expect me to be here like on Thanksgiving or Christmas, but I'll do the best I can. Is this live? It is live. Terry, thank you for the likes. You're gonna. What did you say you were gonna tell Grizz? But yeah, no, I 100%. I'll tell Grizz. Are you active? You know it. You know it, baby. But yeah, no, yeah, Terry. Sorry, I had basically I had a busy semester followed by my computer. Oh, that you complimented the Devils. Oh yeah, go ahead, tell him that I won't be flying my team's flag because living in an HOA community. HOAs, tough. I'm all I feel like an HOA is just another government. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like another means to destroy. Or not destroy, but like control you. That's how I feel about HOAs. It's just another means to control you and what you do. I'm just not a fan of them. You had to take down my soccer team flag. That's ridiculous. Does he do the Dallas Stars going against the Edmonton Oilers? If the Oilers win, then it's gonna be a white red hat. Who asked? Thank you for the follow. Who asked? You asked. Welcome. You've lived for months until now. Oh wow. It's so crazy. I don't know. I feel like those are just such wild things. 100% like I'm not a homeowner currently, but like when I get to that point, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm looking outside of HOA communities, basically. Studies come first. So proud of you. Yes, thank you. I got all A's. This semester too. So I actually did pretty good. So it was a good semester. And I had some tough classes. I'm not gonna lie. Kane's not gonna win one. I need him to, user. I need him to. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty good. Go Cats. I'll tell you what. I'll pull for the Panthers with the football season, Berto. Panthers are gonna own us. Just tough and battle tested. I mean, we know it's a retool / whatever, but you know, we'll see. You don't own the house. The landlord told me you got a warning about it, so you're hoping to move. Oh wow. Oh yeah. I would get out of there as soon as you can. Burns too old. I mean, I agree. Burns, Stahl, and Orlov, they kind of need to go. Lanes, Canes, Plains. Canes a 5. Cats a 5, bro. Not even trying to hate. No, I got you. I mean, if Carolina can get to their game, and I want to see how the next game goes. I agree that if Carolina loses the next game, I do think it's going to be Panthers in 4 or 5. That's my honest opinion. If Carolina can't do anything at home, which is their best advantage, then they're not. If you're a Lightning fan, Cats is good. They are good. Canes versus Star. I mean, I'd hope for Carolina in 5. Trade coming in with the copium that I love to see. That's what we're talking about, baby. I would love to see it. I would love to see Carolina come back and win at 5, but manifesting. Canes and Stars, yeah. I mean, that'd be an interesting one. But yeah, Dallas is likely to win it all, in my opinion. I think that they're the most loaded talent-wise. And thank you for the follow, Trey. Appreciate it. So, make sure you guys follow. By the way, just going to say this again. I don't know if y'all are gaming fans in here. I have been streaming on my other account quite a bit there. That Mylk Games account. The one that's just pinned right there. If you want to check out my gaming stuff, I'm there. I've been live there every day for the past 3 days, actually. Yo, what's up? Number one, how you doing there? I'm doing pretty decent myself. Hopefully you're doing good. And Terry coming in here with the roses. Thanks so much. What games do you play? I've been playing Repo lately all the time. That has been my game. Repo. I actually played Fortnite something. What did I play the other night? I played the Fortnite music festival mode. I feel like Mario was a bad decision after regular season performance. No, I get that. I really wish we could have had Chatfield going, but I do kind of wish that they played Nikishin at this point, but too late. How you doing? Good. You're going to the Yankees game on Thursday? Nice. Who are they playing? It's me. I changed my account again. Oh, no. Speaking of Fortnite, it's back on Apple products. Hey, times have changed. Times have changed. I actually didn't know that. That's wild. The Grudge has been dropped. You love Colony Survival. It's on Roblox. If you ever defend base from zombies and survive. Ooh. Now that is something I might be down to I might have some Roblox nights sometime. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Of course, Chatty, but Nikishin would be nice. But it just depends on who's healthy. Who do you have, Oilers or Stars? I got the Stars. Stars in like 7, bro. I really think that one could go the distance. Are we really about to get Oilers versus Panthers again? Maybe so. I do think the Oilers do match up well against the Stars, though. We'll see. 1916 is going well. Nice. It is back. Yeah, it is. It is back. Are the likes and everything working, by the way? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. And Trey, thank you for the GGs. 365. 369. Sorry. Thank you so much for the GG gifts there. Appreciate that. Chances for Florida versus Dallas final. I think that's very possible. I said it could go down quickly for Carolina if they lose. If Carolina loses the next game, it's pretty much over there. So how's it? Hey, what's up, Icy Shadow? Had $100 on Carolina. Was hoping the Canes could pull one off, but it seems Florida's locked in. Yeah, it's pretty tough, Icy Shadow, but glad to have you in here. I do think the Stars make it. The Stars have too many good players to not do it, but we'll see if Connor McDavid and Draisaitl have a different idea in that, to stay with the Angels and Dodgers. Got destroyed. Yeah. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite to win it all right now? The Stars. I really feel like the Stars, just because of the talent. Like I said, I don't feel like there's an excuse for them. Yeah, for Canes tonight, it isn't bad. Yeah. Well, that's good. Haha, what's up, Carlito? And thanks for the likes, y'all. Appreciate that. All these likes. Yeah, it's unreal. Hey, it's pretty good though, Miami Heat. How about you, Miami Heat fan? It was all right. The hockey was not great for me though. The actual song, "Living on a Prayer," right? Living on a prayer for sure. Let's see, Cars, Bars, Stars, Panthers, and 5. There you go, artistic. What is it? Artistic epoxy floors. Very nice. Bet you got some good artistic floors there. Well, it was an okay day. But you ready for football? Me too. I can't wait till we get football back. We got spring football going on, but it's not the NFL. And I wish I would have been live for the draft, but unfortunately I was not able to be. Probably haven't been asked this yet, but thoughts on the game? Yeah, you're right. Nobody's asked me that. No, I feel like, I mean, Carolina played and got to their game finally, but it was too late. And there were some bad calls, and Carolina tried to play to a different kind of play style in the first period. But by the time that they got to the game, they made too many mistakes, and it just kind of cost them, though. Do you think that Rod will change the forward lines and put Jankowski in? I don't know why they're not going with Jankowski anyway. Especially in this series, Jankowski is such a big dude. We need that physicality. Nikishin and Jankowski in for like Morrow and Roslovic. It just makes sense to me. It just makes sense. And I don't like having Blake on the front line. I like Blake, but I don't like him having on the front line. I know that that's changed and it's been pretty decent lately because it's like Aho, Svech, and Jarvis, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's changed. But like, I really like that more, personally. Don't know why Rod started Morrow. Yeah, me either. Marner to Carolina. Maybe. Maybe so, Jack. RPM, thank you for the follow there. Marner would be interesting. I think that he would fit Carolina's system pretty well if he buys in. I think that he would be a good fit for Carolina. But Carolina does not need to bring in anybody that doesn't want to, that doesn't buy into the system. You know what I'm saying? Canes might be cursed against Florida. I mean, maybe. We'll see. If Canes can win the next one, I think we got a series again. Yo, what's up, Dashy? Welcome in here. You're going to be covering the preseason games in July for the NFL and stuff. We have preseason games in August, but Florida Edmonton is happening again. Florida has proven that they have the most talent. I think that they took advantage of mistakes by Carolina. I think that's the main thing in my opinion. I hope so, man. It really is. Looking like the game. Yeah, we'll have to see how the next game goes. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be tough for Carolina, 100%. Love to go against. I mean, no, I get that too. I think Carolina would have outworked the Leafs, but it's. I mean, Florida's here, so we've got to match the intensity and get it done. Moreover, Nikishin is crazy. No, I get it. Yeah, bad decision by Rod, and so not a good one. You think Stars Edmonton goes to Game 7? I think so too. Yeah, I like Jankowski, and I don't know. I like the Jank and Stank lines, honestly. You think the Canes played too soft? They were nowhere near as aggressive right now than they were. I mean, I still think that they were aggressive. Maybe not as much tonight, but what is the stats on that? Let me see. Let me see what Carolina posts. They always post like okay. So shots on goal, Carolina had 33, 20 for Florida. Hits, Carolina had 47 and Florida had 50. I mean, it's not like it was that much more physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still Carolina met that, but you think it's funny how everyone stopped talking about Gunsel after he got sent to Tampa? Yeah, I wish we would have had Gunsel, though. I've talked about this a lot. Him not being in Carolina is a tragedy. He fit our system really well. He had good chemistry. If we could have had Gunsel going into this offseason, it would have been so much better because he's a good fit, number one, and we have all this room for cap. And we could have outbid, whoever. But did the NHL announce the MVP? I don't think so, no. And it's a vibe. Maybe. We'll see. Is there any shot we beat these Panthers? We have to win. If you're a Canes fan and you want to win, you're going to have to get it done. We got to win Game 2. Simple as that. If we don't win Game 2, we're done and dusted. Some kind of games are doing Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame game. I think it's like the first, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be live for that one. It's basically just a UFL game at that point, right? And nobody cares about those. It feels like one goal to Carolina, player more concerned about hitting than stopping the puck. And that did kind of feel like the case in the first period for sure, and maybe half of the second period. It was just so frustrating. And it's just frustrating as can be. But, oh well. But if Carolina can get to their game, I'll feel a little bit better. But thanks for the likes there, Nick. The time will tell. Time will tell. What's my favorite hockey team? I am a Carolina Hurricanes fan. Yep, I'm a big Canes fan. All right, I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. We think the Marchand ejection was valid. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It is what it is. I'm not too. I mean, I get he's upset. He went after. He tried to. I don't know. The refs are so inconsistent in this game. I mean, I get. He was trying to provoke a fight. So I understand like fighting, but I don't know. I guess maybe he said some stuff and that just caused him. But live in North Carolina because it's where your dad worked, plays. Gotcha. I was at this game and it was rough at the end. Yeah, refs mad, inconsistent. Yeah, the refs were not great. Wake up call from the Florida Panthers. Yeah, I mean it is for Carolina a bit of a wake up call. We'll see if they respond. See if they respond. That's the true question. Can Carolina respond? Simple as that. I hope they can in the next game because they desperately need it. They desperately need it. And I'm a fan and would love to see the series go longer. Yeah, the Panthers shooting was just on point, and Carolina just gave away the puck in bad positions here. Does that mean you're a North Carolina Panthers fan? I'm a Panthers fan for NFL, yeah. How do I feel about the game? I feel like Carolina got to their game, but it was too late, honestly, and it was just so frustrating. Every single mistake Carolina made, Florida capitalized on. That's just kind of how it felt. What's with the fans leaving? I mean, Carolina had no hope. Carolina had no hope, but when I started to see fans leaving was when it hit 5-1. Like, they're just, sick of it. Cats look stronger than last year. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of the series go there. You think playing Morrow was the real mistake? I agree. Nikishin's physicality would have been great. His size and everything, too. If Chat, like you said, healthy Chatfield makes this a series. I agree. If we can get Chatfield in there, I think that'll definitely help us out for the organization and everything, too. I could also give credit to Bob. I mean, Bob Vrosky did have a great game, yeah. I'm not going to lie. Carolina's notorious for making goalies look better than they are, which I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying like they'll take him a tier up. But Morrow needs to be out. Nikishin over Morrow. Yeah. Chatfield number 1, Nikishin 2, 3 Morrow. That's my opinion. Stars all the way. Hey, I think that they could. I desperately do think that they could be the guys to get it done. Bobrovsky always has a good game. Yeah. Yeah, Bobrovsky always does seem to have a pretty good game, so. Canes can't keep up with the forecheck. I just think that's false. That's Carolina's game. I mean, I think they pretty much handled them for the back half. Heather, thank you for the follow there. Appreciate that. If Carolina loses game 2, I think they're cooked. But other than that, I'm not sure. Too early to tell. Too early to tell. But, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow. I'm going to try to go live after every single game here. Okay? I'm going to try to go live after every single game of this series to talk about it, reflect, and have conversations. I'm a big fan of the Canes. We're going to take this series, no doubt. Who's your team, Rachel? Daniel, thank you for the follow. Carolina, if they're going to bounce back, they got to do it in game 2. Exactly what the Leafs fan said. What do you mean? Florida B2B Stanley Cup champs. Yo, what's up? What's up, Dunlap? How are we doing? What did I say that the Leafs fans are saying? Yeah, the Leafs can keep up with the forecheck. I mean, Carolina did. I mean, They literally did keep up with the forecheck. I don't know what you're talking about. Gary, thank you so much for the rose. Appreciate that. Florida Panthers, 7 wins and 0 losses. 7 wins and 0 losses. What are you talking about? They won't play 7 times. That's not how that works. The Panthers wore them down, got it away at them. I don't know if we watched the same game. Did I leave the stadium early to start the stream? No, I didn't go. I don't go to the game. I live like 3.5 hours away from Raleigh, and that's without traffic problems. So like, I wouldn't be. You'd be waiting till like 2, 3 a.m. for me to be on here, and streaming. If that were the case. Have I ever been to games? I have. I have been to a game. I've been to one game before. I went to watch the Canes versus the Kings a few years ago. Funny enough, Carolina won that one 5-2. It was during Christmas. I went to watch Canes versus Kings, and Carolina won 5-2. Excited a team from Florida, North Carolina. Texas have a chance of winning multiple cups. Canada, that last one. Right. Trying to fix something. You're going to move to Virginia, and you actually want to go to your first hockey game. Pretty good. Canes of 5. Let's go, Rachel. That is the kind of spirit. That is the kind of energy that we need. We need the Canes of 5. Have a good night, Miles. See you next time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And again, like a minute ago, I was saying, make sure that you guys follow, because I'm going to be live here after every single game talking about it. So if you want to hang out with me, talk about the games, reflect on it, and a lot of stuff. So, like, different sports and stuff like that as well. I'm a big fan of teams in the Carolinas in general. But definitely keep it up with this one through this series. I usually don't stream my team's games because got a nice TV. Just bought it not too long ago, so I want to enjoy my game on that. And then I'll come in here and hang out with y'all and talk and have a good time too. But, yeah, we'll probably head out here in a second, so make sure y'all get y'all's follows in. I'm also live on Twitch and YouTube if you guys are not familiar. It's Mylk Sports pretty much everywhere. If you are a gamer fan and you like gaming content, I got the Mylk Games account, which is pinned right there if you want to follow that one. There's a chance I go live on that tonight. I don't know. There might be a chance that I go live and play some games tonight, but I've been live on it for about the past 3 days. So we shall see. You have finals tomorrow. Hey, well, good luck to your finals there, Dunlap. Good luck to that. Hopefully that goes well. Anybody else got finals coming up? Anybody else got some finals and stuff? Good luck to y'all on that. I finished all my finals the second week of May, technically. But yeah, I got my stuff done. So anyway, ladies and gents, appreciate y'all for being here. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day as we are just getting into Wednesday. I'll see you guys Thursday night. We'll see how that goes. Zach says go Knowles. But y'all have a good rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen. Again, make sure that you follow so you do not miss anything. Checking on your people. You never know what they're going through. And just a simple how you doing. Save their life. Thanks again. Like I said, I'll be back for sure on the sports channel Thursday night after the game between the Canes and the Panthers. So come back and hang out then, or go check out my sports account there, the one that I had posted. If you want to go and see my gaming content, I'll probably be live on that not too long. But Rachel, thank you for the follow. So if y'all want to see the gaming content, definitely click on the Mylk one and follow that as well. But thanks again, everybody. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Go Canes. We're going to say Canes of 5, baby. Canes of 5.